Welcome back to channel viewers. Today I'm going to show you how to use a very popular platform in the crypto space. It's been around for years. You probably heard about it yourself. This platform offers many different functions / utilities. The main one is trading services. You can swap one coin into another, whether it be on the same chain, different chain, etc. But here is the kicker. You never once have to create an account on this platform to start using it or to start trading. You just go to the main website, you dictate the swap you want it to do, say Bitcoin into Solana. It will give you an address that you send your Bitcoin to. Then you dictate the address that you want your post-swap Solana to be sent to. Then you just send your Bitcoin in. The platform takes 1 to 2 minutes max to do the swap. Then it sends the Solana to the address that you gave it. Boom. Your transaction is done. The coins are never once held on this platform. The fees are super low. And I have been using this platform since 2018 regularly. I have never once had a problem, whether it be a transaction not going through, a transaction taking too long, fees not being what I thought they were, nothing. So without further ado, it's a promotional project whose platform I use regularly. It is ChangeNOW. I'm sure a bunch of you are familiar with it. Use it just like I do. ChangeNOW.io is the URL. You can see many of the different functions that they offer: exchange and swap, buy and sell, staking, now products. They offer fiat support as well. As a matter of fact, there's 70 different fiat options, and there's over 1,500 different crypto coins to trade on this platform. They add new coins every week. The 1,500 different coins are across multiple different sectors. They have privacy coins, they have AI coins, they have L2 coins, meme coins, and DeFi coins, you name it. And the 1,500 different coins are across 110 different blockchains. Obviously the big ones like BNB, Ethereum, Tron, etc., and some of the smaller ones. Essentially every single coin you would want to trade, maybe minus some microcaps, are available on ChangeNOW. Now, more about ChangeNOW. So you can use it as a desktop version right on your computer. That's probably the easiest. That's how I use it. You also can use it on your mobile phone, Android and iPhone, and they have a Telegram bot version as well. And ChangeNOW is available globally. So you can, of course, use it in the USA, in Canada, in Europe, and pretty much everywhere else. Only those typical sanctioned countries like North Korea and a few others you cannot use it. And then additionally, although most of the features, most transactions are non-KYC, a few transactions it is worth noting are KYC, but for the most part, it is non-KYC. And then you do not have to create an account for most of the features. You can create an account if you want to. It does sort of help for some of the features, so to track your transactions, but you do not have to. Additionally, there's no upper limit on transaction size. If you have the money and you want to do a $10,000 swap, a $100,000 swap, a $1 million trade, you can do it on ChangeNOW. And then the minimum transaction size is very low. Some transactions as little as $2 are allowed, so no complaints there. Fees overall are very low on this platform. Exchange swap rate, so 98% of the time when you do a trade on ChangeNOW, you get a better swap rate than the estimated rate, so no surprises whatsoever. Transaction fee speed, very impressive. Hardly ever longer than 2 minutes transaction, usually about 30 seconds to 60 seconds, hardly ever longer than 2 minutes. And in all the hundreds of transactions I've done on ChangeNOW, as mentioned, I've never once had a delayed transaction or a transaction that didn't go through. Going along with that, you can also get a permanent swap address. So for all your transactions, you would just send it to one address. You can save it so you don't make a mistake. You don't have to keep creating a new swap address, etc. And going along with both those points, there's 24/7 support. Again, I haven't had to use it because all my transactions have gone through flawlessly, but if you did have to use it and say you don't have an account, then you would just send them the transaction hash of the specific transaction that is, say, taking a while to go through, or you would just send them your permanent exchange address. They will look through all your transactions and then see which one is the hiccup. And then as for fees, when you set up a transaction, all the fees are right there for you to see, fully transparent, no surprises whatsoever after the fact. That's what I like to see. Then I mentioned the estimated rate. 98% of people get a better than estimated rate. The rate is like if you're buying BTC with USDT, what's the current price? Like 104,000, something like that. So 98% of people get a better than estimated rate, and you can choose between a fixed rate and a floating rate for each transaction you set up. I am going to show you that in a second. Now, scrolling down the website a little more, we can see that Trustpilot, that is a custom review website, a total of 12,000 different reviews have been placed on ChangeNOW by customers, and they have given ChangeNOW an average 4.5 out of 5 stars. That is about as good as it gets. And some of the more well-known customers who have given reviews, these are people within the crypto space. For example, Bobby Lee, he is the founder of BTCC Exchange, and he is the brother of Charlie Lee, the Litecoin founder. Bobby Lee loves ChangeNOW, as you can see by his review. Additionally, Paul Pui, the CEO of Edge Wallet, and Vic Schwarma, the CEO of Cake Wallet, they have also given ChangeNOW glowing reviews. What else do we have here? Total number of customers that ChangeNOW has served since launching in 2017, that's 5 million. And then scrolling down here, as mentioned, there are over 50 different fiat options. That's 50, including all the big recognizable ones that you're familiar with, such as Visa, MasterCard, SEPA, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Revolut, Swift, ACH, and more. And then this goes without saying, obviously ChangeNOW is a non-custodial platform. I explained how it works. I'll show you in further detail. There's no way the coins can be left on this exchange whatsoever, because they don't even give you the address to send your initial coins to until you provide the output address that the coins are going to be sent to after the swap takes place. So if you're going Bitcoin to Solana, they won't give you the Bitcoin address to send your coins to until you first provide the Solana output address. Therefore, there's no way that you just accidentally send your coins into ChangeNOW and they get kept on the platform. It is non-custodial in every sense of the term. Now, when you set up a transaction, all the fees are fully transparent right there when you're setting it up, no hidden surprises whatsoever. And then as mentioned, so 98% of people get a better than estimated rate for the transaction. The rate is like if you're doing USDT into Bitcoin, what's the Bitcoin rate? Like 104,000. So 98% of people better than expected estimate rate. And you can choose between a floating rate and a fixed rate. Now I'm going to just do a quick little small transaction to show you how easy this platform is to use. So I'm going to swap ETH, I'm going to send that in, and I'm going to get BNB back out. I'm just going to do $5 worth. $5 is about 0.0014 ETH. I've already entered that right there. So I'm going to get around 0.0048 BNB back. Fees are included. That is the exchange rate right there. So I'm going to click on exchange. Okay. So this brings me to this page right here. So then down here, I'm going to enter the recipient wallet address of the BNB that I want the BNB to get sent to. So I've already copied and pasted it from my MetaMask wallet. Now I'm going to enter it right here. That is the address. Make sure that is clicked. Click confirm. So now this is the address I send my ETH into. I get the BNB back. So, and then you have to send the exact amount of ETH. So that's how it knows exactly which transaction it is. So I'm going to copy and paste this right here. I'm going to go into my MetaMask at the top right. I am going to click. So you don't even need to connect your wallet whatsoever. That's what I love about these platforms so much. So I'm going to go to ETH. I'm going to send. Click send. Here is the address right there. And then 0.0014. Exactly $5. Click continue. 15-cent gas fee. This is Ethereum. No big deal. I'm going to click confirm right there. And there we go. It took literally less than 20 seconds for my deposit to be received, the $5 that I sent of ETH that I sent in. So that awaiting deposit is checked. Now we are in the confirming stage, and it is usually 2 minutes max before all 4 of these stages are completed. And the BNB that I will get 0.048 will be in my wallet. Now it's maybe 20 seconds later. We are in the exchanging step of the process. Now we have advanced 10 seconds later into the sending to you process. They already have a transaction hash. That means the swap has already been completed and it is now finished. And in my MetaMask wallet, here is the 0.0048 BNB that I have confirmed received in the wallet. So easy. It all took less than 2 minutes. Now we are going to talk about ChangeNOW Pro, which adds some really cool features that the regular ChangeNOW doesn't have. And then even though it's called Pro, there are both paid monthly versions and free versions of it. So what are the cool features that ChangeNOW Pro has if you sign up for it? Number 1, earn cash back. Yes, just like if you are spending money with a credit card and you cash back, if you are on ChangeNOW Pro, you get cash back starting at 0.1% of every transaction, starting at 0.1%. That really adds up if you are a high volume trader. Additionally, with ChangeNOW Pro, you get a transaction history tab. So I realize a lot of people are going to use the regular ChangeNOW because they do not want their transaction history. They like the fact it doesn't have it, but maybe some people like to keep it more organized. So if you sign up for ChangeNOW Pro, you can have your transaction history if you'd like it. Additionally, staking. You can stake your coins with Pro. You can earn APYs of approximately 6.25 or 6.5%. That's better than Coinbase offers for its e-staking. Also, you can custody your coins on ChangeNOW. Up to 1,000 assets are supported. That means you can store your coins on ChangeNOW if you would like. Now, I realize a lot of people like the fact of ChangeNOW that, with the non-pro version, that there is no crypto custody, and that's fine. If that's you, then use the regular version. But maybe you're a business client or an institutional client, you're a high volume trader, you want to store your coins on a service like ChangeNOW that has the brand name going back to 2017. Well, you can do it with ChangeNOW Pro. You can also get unlimited crypto loans on ChangeNOW Pro with no monthly interest payments, funds protection, and fixed LTV and APR. What else? They also have this scanning feature where you can check for suspicious illegal activity on any wallet address. Pretty cool, right? Maybe you're about to do business with a wallet, you just want to check and make sure it's free. Or maybe there's a wallet you've heard about, you want to check, is anything suspicious? Yep, you can do that with ChangeNOW Pro. And obviously, Pro is just much cheaper for off-chain swaps. The fees are very, very low. Here are all the different plans. And the free version, it's called VIP. It's still pretty damn good if you ask me. So with the free version, you get 0.1% cash back on all exchange transactions, as mentioned, up to a limit of 1,000 NOW tokens per month. So here is the ChangeNOW token. It's at about 56 cents. So with the free version, you get a maximum of around $560 cash back per month. Still pretty good. You get one anti-money laundering check per month on the free version. And then you get stake. You can stake with a minimum of 10 NOW tokens. That's like $5.60 minimum staking, and you get unlimited crypto loans per month. Now, the Emerald version, $15 per month, you get some advantages. It's still the same 0.1% cash back, but it's up to a total of 30,000 NOW tokens per month. So that's about $17,000 max cash back per month on the Emerald version. That is a lot. You get 40 anti-money laundering checks per month, and then you get the same staking and unlimited crypto loans. And the brilliant $100 per month version, you get not 0.1%, but 0.2% cash back on transactions, up to a total of 50,000 NOW tokens per month. That is about $28,000, $29,000 per month in cash back. A lot of money right there. You get unlimited crypto anti-money laundering checks, and you get the same staking and unlimited crypto loan. Now I'm going to show you exactly what the Pro tab looks like, where all the different features are once you have created an account. Obviously, with ChangeNOW Pro, I'm logged in. You obviously do have to create an account with an email address, a password. Pretty simple, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. So I'm logged into the free version right here. So if I want to do a $5,000 USDT into Solana swap, then this is how much Solana I'm scheduled to get back, 29.92, and I would earn cash back of $4.81. That comes out to just about 0.1% of the $5,000 transaction value. If I want to add a zero, make it a $50,000 USDT into SolSwap, then I'm going to get about $48 in NOW tokens in cash back. Again, that comes to about the 0.1% that I mentioned cash back. And if you click on balance, this would give you your balance and each and every coin right here, how to deposit, etc., weekly rewards, really cool layout. Click on history. This would give you the transaction history that I mentioned that comes with the ChangeNOW Pro option. I haven't done any, that's why it's empty, but yours would fill out quickly. Then you go to more staking. Here is how you stake. So if you want to stake, say 50,000 NOW tokens, that's like $28,000, $29,000 for a period of 12 months, then your 50,000 NOW tokens after the 1 year would turn into 53,125 NOW tokens, and that's a 6.25% APY. So you would profit about 3,125 NOW tokens. That comes out to roughly about $1,600 or $1,700. Pretty cool, right? And that is it for this ChangeNOW tutorial and description video. So timestamps are down below in the video description area, in the middle, as are all the relevant links. Check those out. So when it comes to a platform like this, it's all about trusted brand name. ChangeNOW, since 2017, you've probably never heard of any security incidents, hacks, you haven't heard of any delayed transaction problems, you haven't heard of any transactions not going through. Absolutely nothing. And with a crypto platform like this, it really comes down to the less you hear, the better, because you often only hear when something bad happens. And when ChangeNOW, you have basically just heard about nothing bad happening whatsoever. I have used it for hundreds of transactions myself for years and years, never had a problem. I cannot recommend a platform as much as I can. ChangeNOW. Check it out yourself. Links are at the bottom as of the timestamps. I'll be